Why does happiness seem like a fleeting dream for so many, while suffering feels like an all-too familiar companion? This profound question has puzzled thinkers and philosophers for millennia. None, however, explored it with such depth and personal sacrifice as Siddhartha Gautama, the man who would come to be known as the Buddha. Born in the lush greenery of Lumbini, what is now Nepal, in the 6th century BCE, Siddhartha's early life was one of luxury and royal comfort. His father, King Suddhodana, ruled over the Shakya clan in the kingdom of Kapilavastu and ensured that his son was shielded from the harsh realities of the world outside the palace walls. Despite these precautions, Siddhartha's encounters during rare excursions outside the palace were transformative. He witnessed the suffering inherent in human life, aging, illness and death. These sights deeply disturbed him, but it was the sight of a serene ascetic that planted a seed in his mind, the possibility of a life beyond suffering. At the age of 29, the young prince made a decision that would alter the course of his life, and eventually the lives of millions. In the dead of night, he left behind his royal duties, his wife and his son, seeking answers to the end of suffering. This pivotal moment, known as the Great Renunciation, marked the beginning of Siddhartha's spiritual quest. For 6 years, Siddhartha subjected himself to rigorous ascetic practices and profound meditations, learning from various teachers across the land. Yet, enlightenment eluded him. Realizing that neither extreme indulgence nor severe asceticism was the path to awakening, he chose the middle way. Seated under the Bodhi tree in Bodh Gaya, Siddhartha meditated with unwavering determination. After 49 days and nights, the answers he sought illuminated his mind. At this moment, Siddhartha Gautama became the Buddha, which means the awakened one. The Buddha's first discourse, set in the deer park of Sarnath, laid down the foundations of his teachings. He introduced the 4 noble truths which diagnose the human condition and prescribe a cure. His path, the Noble Eightfold Path, offered practical steps towards achieving enlightenment and escaping the cycle of rebirth. For the rest of his life, the Buddha traveled extensively, sharing his insights. He established the first monastic community, the Sangha, which became a refuge for all those who sought to follow his path. His teachings spread far and wide, crossing borders and transcending cultures. Buddha's final years were spent teaching and consolidating his community until he passed into parinirvana in Kushinagar, India, around the age of 80. His legacy, encapsulated in teachings like the 4 Noble Truths and the Noble Eightfold Path, continue to illuminate the lives of millions around the globe, offering a path to peace and happiness. In the story of Siddhartha Gautama, we find not just the origins of Buddhism, but a timeless narrative of human struggle and spiritual triumph. His journey from a prince to a prophet of peace reshaped not only his own destiny, but also offered a new way of understanding life and ending its inherent suffering.